we are back at Zwartkops Raceway for the second round of this year's BMW and Performance Parts Race Series. I'm your host, Philip Iguana, welcoming you to episode 2 of BMW Club TV, where we preview the weekend ahead and see what the BMW Car Club Gauteng has been up to in recent weeks. Firstly, we visited Fast Development, situated on the Zwartkops International World of Motoring premises. Owner Freddie Pretorius is a name that hardly needs any introduction in South African motorsport, and he shared our 2023 Mechanic of the Year award with Shane Grobler. 3 of our reigning champions, Leon Loebscher, Nick Macruz and Nicholas Fischer, came from the Fast Development stable, a remarkable achievement in any category for a single workshop. On race weekends, Freddie can mostly be found analysing data and ensuring his paddock area runs like a well-oiled machine. Let's find out from Freddie about how Fast Development started, their success in 2023 and the plans for 2024.
Good morning. My name is Freddie Pretorius from Fast Development. Just an insight on how we started the company is I used to work for BMW Motorsport South Africa in Roslyn. From there I basically went overseas. I worked for a Formula 3000 team for a few months, came back, carried on with BMW Motorsport. They decided to sell or stop motorsport and sell all the motorsport components and machinery and stuff, which we then bought myself, Anthony Taylor and Donovan van Heerden. We started a company called ADF Motorsport where we raced in production cars. From there we sort of split up. I went on my own and sort of carried on with Fast Development Motorsport. Fast Development actually existed before then, where I did work on private individual cars like rally cars, off-road cars, while I was working for BMW. So I decided just to carry on with it, and so that's then where we properly started with Fast Development. So again, I had a few customers. We started with GTC. In the meantime, I was involved with BMW all along, so I had a few customers looking after their cars, and so it grew. So at the moment, we quite a big company. We looking after about 45 race cars between the different classes, from BMW Club to GTC to enduro racing. I also got a few cars in the extreme supercars, but my main focus is basically BMW. So I've got a few cars. We're looking after about 12 to 15 cars on a weekend, race weekend. Yeah, so I mean that's I think where we are now. Obviously I run, like I said, 12 to 15 cars, which I've got a few cars in Class A, like Leon Loebscher, a few cars in B, a few cars in C. I sort of started to look after Andreas Meyer's car, which he also won the championship, I think 3 times in a row, something like that. Then Leon decided to start with BMW. He used to do only track days and stuff like that. He wasn't too keen in the racing side because people will bump his car, because he's quite pedantic over his car. But I mean, luckily enough for him, I think it was a great achievement for Leon to last year win the overall championship and then also Class A. And we won Class B with Nick Macruz, and we won Class C with Nicholas Fischer. So yeah, I mean, it's I think if you enjoy it and your heart's in motorsport, I mean the results eventually come, and so it's a good thing for us as Fast Development to be able to say that we've won a few championships in BMW, as well as in the enduro racing and GTC and. For this year, we've actually got quite big plans. We're obviously carrying on with BMW, where we're hoping to have very similar results as last year. Hopefully win a championship again, either with one car on A, B, C. We've got plans to maybe enter a few cars in the smaller classes like D and E, but we'll see how that plans out. As Fast Development, we're also quite involved with Toyota South Africa, where we run GTC cars. We also do a GR Cup program, where we take kids from karting and introduce them to circuit racing. So this year we're running the GR86 cars for youngsters, which if the youngster wins the championship, he goes into the next class, which is Super Cup, where he would then get a free drive for next year. And so it goes on, where if he does well there, he can go into GTC, and it can go further even to Dakar eventually. So yeah, the focus is basically for Fast Development is on the one side, the national side, it's all Toyota, and on the other side, regional, is BMW.
We wish Freddie and the Fast Development team all the success they deserve, with a busy 3 weeks ahead, starting with this weekend's second round of the championship. One of the fun events hosted by the BMW Car Club Gauteng every year is the Go-kart Social Endurance Challenge. We sent our team undercover, in the car park area that is, to compile this for you.
Okay, so we're here for our first event of the year, the BMW Car Club Go-karting at the IndyCart in Eastgate. Chose the track because it's one of the longest tracks that they have within their group, and we were a bit concerned about take-up, but eventually all 48 spots sold. We even had people come in queue to get in later. We're full house, full briefing. I think it's going to be an awesome day, and we're looking forward to some great racing.
The 48 spots were indeed filled up, with competitors from various ages and experience levels for what promised to be a fun-filled day. After a short driver's briefing, helmet fitting and kart selection, the teams were ready to start the 2-hour race. how does the race work? 12 teams consisting of 4 drivers each compete for 2 hours in evenly matched go-karts. Each driver has approximately 30 minutes of driving time with pit stops on the 15-minute mark. The grid of 40 drivers for this event included some of our BMW Car Club Gauteng members, a few BMW M Performance Parts Race Series drivers, a few of South Africa's young stars, some friends of these, and some friends of friends who tagged along. Given that this was a social event, some of the team names were, shall we say, rather strange. Team Oval Racers proved they can make right turns by setting the day's fastest lap of 40.809 seconds thanks to Jagger Robertson. Team WTF won the race. We heard a rumour that the name means Wednesday, Thursday, Friday, but regardless of what the feather it might mean, the team consisted of Mpo Deloro, Manny Ribeiro, Shane Grobler and Sean Lumbrecht. They won the race by just over 0.3 of a second from TC Racing, a team that included the 2 youngest drivers of the day, Chowden Tromp and Chloe Stewart. Chowden's father, Gerrit, and team sponsor Luke Spalander also joined the fun. Third place went to Fahad Ibrahim, Mohamed Dangor, Zahir Sidat and Ziad Ismail. Fahad tells us a bit more about their team name, Mixed Masala.
Hi guys, this is our team, last minute name to the team called Mixed Masala because as you can see we got a Red Bull driver, a Mercedes driver, a BMW driver and this is our team. Had a fantastic time with the BMW club. Mo is all the way from Clarksdorp, so awesome time out so far. Glad to be on the podium, and I think that's it. Brilliant fun. We had an awesome time. Thanks to the BMW club for having us.
Hello everyone, Chloe Stewart here. Today was an amazing race day. We were very, very close to winning, but we just ran out of laps. But today we drove extremely well.
Hello everybody, Chowden Tromp here. It was a really close race, a lot of blocking involved, and unfortunately we came second. Well, fortunately, but it was like a 0.3 of a second gap. Thank you.
In other words, we did really well. We were 0.3 of a second away from first place, and we caught up really, really well at the end. We just ran out of laps.
Yeah, pitting was the trickiest part of the whole endurance race, because every time you'd come in, you weren't sure which side you're supposed to come off and all of that. It was really fun. It came down to literally a photo finish. I had to be taken off at the last minute because we were going to get penalized, and Shane Lumbrecht brought it home for us. We're really, really proud of him. We're actually proud of the whole team. We did really well and had fun. Thank you to Manny for organizing such an awesome event. Thank you to BMW Car Club Gauteng.
Okay, well, a good event for us. The thing about organizing this event, there's always talk about, I don't know if you want to do it and this and that. until literally the day before the event, and everybody wants to enter. And I tell you, it's a proper adrenaline day. We come out here, we have good fun, good camaraderie, everybody's laughing, everybody's having so much fun, and no incidences, and in the spirit of the club, we all had a good day, good end, good fun. Thank you.
Okay, so what an awesome day here at the IndyCart at Eastgate. 165 laps in 2 hours, and the gap between Team 1 and Team 2, 0.335 seconds. That is something that you just can't, it's priceless. So, awesome day ahead, 12 teams. I think lots of fun. If you look at all the smiles on the faces from the guys that are coming off, exceptional day. People are really impressed by the track, by the organization. I want to thank everybody who made this possible, and who all attended and had a good time. And I just want to say to everybody, please come through for our track day on the 24th of Feb, and let's have a blast there as well. Lots of events coming up for the year, so I hope to see you guys there with the club. Thank you very much.
From racing for fun, back to the serious side of racing. One of the big announcements this month was that the Kailami Grand Prix circuit will be back on the Extreme Festival calendar with a combined national and regional roster for the weekend, including the third round of our championship. But before we get too far ahead of ourselves, let's first look at what we can expect in this weekend's second round. Cape Town wildcard Nian du Toit dominated Class A in round 1, but with him not participating in round 2, reigning champion Leon Loebscher will look to move to the top. Currently, he's only 6 points adrift. Anthony Pretorius will build on his impressive debut, while Fabio Fedetto will also look to add more podiums. Classes B, D and E only had one scoring race in the season opener, therefore the points taken in the first race doubled after the evening race was nullified with only 4 laps completed. Andreas Meyer leads the reigning class champion Nick McCrease by 6 points. Carlo Garbini and Lorenzo Gualtieri will look to catch up to the leaders, especially the latter, who looked strong in the aborted second race. So too will Renier Smith after a difficult first round. Rob Geering, who finished on top in Class C in round 1, will miss the second round. Ryan Nacker, Hein van der Merwe and Jan Efferstein are also in contention after a fiercely contested previous outing at Zwartkops Raceway. Gary Martins, who also delivered a solid performance, will look to take his first podium of the year. French debutant Ludovic Charon heads Class D from George Economides, who will look to upset the points table in round 2. Nicholas Herbst is also in contention, along with Quebus Boma. Like Gualtieri, Neil Reynolds also lost out on a potential win in the aborted race and will look to get closer to the top in round 2. Zahir Sidat leads Ori van Heerden in Class E with Johan Miller, Fahad Ibrahim and Zayar Ismail in tow. Sean Dodd will look to open his account for the year after he led round 1's aborted second race. With these still being early days in 2024, Dutoy, Maya, Charon and Sidat are tied on 22 points each, with Geering at 18 points. Tickets for Extreme Festival Race Day will be available at the Swartkops Raceway entrance gate. The full race day program will also be broadcast live on the BMW M Performance Parts Race Series Facebook page and Two Wheels TV YouTube channel. This past weekend, Swartkops Raceway also hosted our first Expel South Africa BMW Car Club Gauteng Track Day of 2024, an event we will look at more in detail in next month's BMW Club TV episode. Apart from this weekend's second round of the BMW M Performance Parts Race Series, March will see our first BMW Car Club Gauteng Skid Pan and X-Drive Challenge of 2024. Stay tuned with all the latest event news by scanning this QR code. We wish all our competitors the best this weekend at Swartkops Raceway. From me, Philippa Guana, it's goodbye until next month.